Good morning, everybody. Good, obviously, evening if you're watching in Australia and New Zealand. This is the Great Big Parkrun Quiz number 15. My name is Vassos. We have Mary. Yeah, we have Mary. Yes. Yes.
You can use this pen.
I can use that pen. Thank you. Well, thanks. I don't need a pen, but I'll use it because it has a fluffy thing. Thank you. You're on story writing duty. She started already, which means she'll end before we even start the quiz and interrupt all the questions. That's, I think, what we're going to do this week. Parkrun.me/quiz. What did you say, Ross? 15? 15. Parkrun.me/quiz 15. Good morning, Nathan. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, Colin. Good morning, Martin. Good morning, Craig and Rebecca and Neil and Carol and Richard. Please do get involved there. It's Tom who's in charge of where it says Parkrun. Good morning, Tom. And actually, we're going to play a game, Mary and I, aren't we? We quite enjoyed it last week. Our 14-year-old, Matthew, usually answers the questions live. But last week, we woke him up and he had to come straight down and start answering questions. So we're going to torture a teenager again and do it. He's going to tell us to, you know what, soon, with probably good reason. But do you want to go and wake up Matthew? Wake him up in any way you want. Jump on him.
No.
Wait, we'll wake him up. Can you wake him up? Because it would be good to have him.
No, I can do it with my speaker.
Do it any way you want. Just go and wake him up, please.
Wake him up with my speaker. It's really loud.
Okay, yeah. No, definitely. What, the echoey thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely do that. That's excellent. That's excellent. Mary and I have been painting this morning. We discovered that if you mix all the different color paints together in any order, you get brown. So we've made a lot of brown paintings this morning. So parkrun.me/quiz 15. I can also tell you that there's a contra sale on, and I will tell you now what happened last week. I think it was a tough week last week. We certainly struggled. The Alexanders in the shape of Matthews. Here we go. So it's not a personal achievement. You're representing your country in the Parkrun quiz, and we do take the mickey if you're terrible. That's how it works. Germany, you were terrible. I'll tell you that for free. Germany, you were last. You're tail walking with just a 5.6 out of 15. And Norway, you weren't much better. 5.7. Anything below 7 is pretty paltry. We got 6 last week in our household. Netherlands, 6. Finland 6.5, Denmark 6.7, Malaysia, USA, what did you get? 7.5, UK 7.7, not very good. Poland, Canada, Sweden, Singapore, Japan just squeaking into 10th place or 9th equal, actually, Japan and Ireland with 8 out of 15 is the average score. Then Russia, 8.3. Australia, 8.5. Good week for the Aussies. New Zealand, we're all jealous of New Zealand. Well, certainly next week we will be, 8.8. By the time I speak to you next week, New Zealanders will have parkrun properly. Can you join us, please, anyone in New Zealand, and let us know how you enjoyed it? Just come and join in the quiz, gloat a little bit, tell us what you did, all of that. That would be lovely. So New Zealand last week, 6th place with 8.8 out of 15, 8.9 South Africa. I always think of a little South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, Southern Hemisphere, Tri-Nations kind of quiz thing going on. So South Africa, the champions last week with 8.9, only just, it was close. Look at that, 8.8, 8.9 and 8.5. South Africa, 5th, 8.9 out of 15. Then Namibia, then France, then Italy, then Eswatini with 11.5 out of 15. Are you really playing in Eswatini? I love to think that you are. Or are you just representing Eswatini? Could you let us know? But anyway, well played Eswatini, well played Italy, well played France. The top 3 this week. Parkrun.me/quiz 15. I should have told you, forgive me, that if you're not watching live, then you could have fast forwarded this lot unless you wanted to know last week's scores. We're going to start in 2 minutes from now. 2 minutes from now. There is a contra sale. There is a sale of contra kit. I'm reliably informed. Do have a look. Up to 50% off. Good morning, Helen. Good morning, other Helen. Good morning, Erica, and Neil, and Fee, and Martin. Parkrun.me/quiz15. 15 questions, 3 rounds. I think I'm going to write all the questions next week. You can submit your own questions, and lots of people have. And Tom will give you the link soon. But yes, bring back UK Parkrun. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Thank you. Hello, David, from North Yorkshire. Hello, Lynn, and hello, Hannah. Yeah, wouldn't it be lovely? Wouldn't it be lovely to not be quizzing at this time on a Saturday morning, but to be actually running? I logged my Not Park Run. How's your Not Park Runs been going? How have your Not Park Runs been going? I can tell you, and it's germane to question 1, 43,000 Not Park Runs have been logged. So Mary has a very loud microphone, which has echo function on it. And that is what she's using to wake up 14-year-old Matthew, who, Mary, is that how you're choosing to wake him up? Do you want to say hello to everyone with your microphone?
Hello.
You could read a question with that mic. Shall I read a question with that mic? Parkrun. Oh, listen to me. Parkrun.me/quiz15. We start in 30 seconds. Could you go and get him down? Would you mind? Please get him down, because it's really fun when he plays along. Thank you. Thank you. He can do the thing where he comes after round 1 and I recap the questions just for him. Okay, I think it's about time we started. You've got 10 seconds. 10 seconds to get on parkrun.me/quiz15. How do we turn this off? I'll turn the echo off. Oh, there we go. The off button.
Power off.
He is getting out of bed. Bless him. Bless him for not telling us both to no. So what happens if you're new to this? Is anyone new to this? What happens is Mary writes a story and usually interrupts quite a lot during this. And then we read the story after the answers. Mary, calm down. We don't have a 5-year-old with us this week. We no longer have a 5-year-old with us because now we are
6.
And do you want to tell everyone who else is going to play along?
Hamster.
Yeah, what's the hamster called?
Freddy.
Yeah, Lord what?
Lord Freddy Farquaad.
Lord Freddie Farquaad, the hamster, who is our 6th birthday present. It's fine, by the way. I checked the PETA website, people for the ethical treatment of animals website, and it's fine. Apparently, you get hamster, that's okay. It's not cruel at all. So, right, general parkrun knowledge, round 1. Is everyone ready? Parkrun.me/quiz15. Actually, loads of people are logged on in the last minute while we were talking about the hamster. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. Just please make sure he doesn't escape. Thank you. Okay, round 1, question 1. Everybody ready? How many people recorded a not parkrun time last week that was faster than their all-time parkrun PB? What a good question. Who's responsible for that? That's a very good question. How many people recorded a not parkrun time last week that was faster than their all-time parkrun PB? Was it 177, 1177, 2177, or 3177? I can tell you 26,000 people, give or take, different people recorded a not parkrun time. And they're responsible for the 43,000 odd not parkruns currently registered. I did one. Did I do one or did I? No, I did one. I did one actually whilst recording Free Weekly Time with Helen on Thursday lunchtime. How many people recorded a not parkrun time last week that was faster than their all-time parkrun PB? Excellent question. 177, 1177, 2177, 3177. See, nowhere in that question does it mention the word fibbing, but why does it sort of come out of the question? Question 2. How many different children have completed a junior parkrun in the UK, Ireland, and Australia combined? That's not worldwide. Oh, is that worldwide? Is there any junior parkrun in those 3 countries, Russ? Yeah. So worldwide, how many different children have completed a junior parkrun worldwide? But it's only in the UK, Ireland, and Australia. Is it 151,229, 251, 351, or 451? 151,000 and change, 251,000 and change, 351,000 and change, and 451,000. How many different children have completed a junior parkrun? Question 3 comes from Joe Smith from Reigate Priory Parkrun. Good morning, Joe Smith. Good morning, Reigate Priory Parkrun. How many different parkrun events have used a lead bike on at least one occasion? Last week, I was quite surprised that there was a lead bike at all, ever in anyone. But there is. And how many different parkrun events have used one on at least one occasion? Is it 187, 587, 987, or 1,387 different parkrun events? Well, given that there are only 2,200 in the world, so that's either 5%, 10%-ish, a quarter, a half, or over a half. Interesting. I know the answer. Question 4, you're done. Excellent. Can you go and see Matthew? Because we're nearly at the end of round 1. And he can come in and do the answers. You've finished your story. Why don't you draw a picture to go with your story? Oh, it's another poem. It's another poem. Good. I loved yesterday. Hello, Matthew. How was that being woken up by Mary and that? Lovely. You're so nice. Morning. He's so nice. He's really nice. Although you were responsible for shenanigans this week. Question 4. Thank you. Question 4. How many park runners have volunteered exactly the same number of times as they've run? That's from Duncan Brown from Killerton Parkrun. Thank you, Mary. Mary is 6. 55, 255, 2,055, or 20,550. How many park runners have volunteered exactly the same number of times as they've run?
Is it parkrun.me/quiz 50?
Yes. It is. This is question 5, and then we always recap. I feel like we've been quite kind of talking around stuff anyway, so people probably need the questions again. Question 5: which parkrun has the highest altitude in the world? Question 4, by the way. Thank you, Duncan Brown from Killerton Parkrun. Good morning, Duncan. And question 5, thank you, Oliver Gillard from Bedworth Parkrun. Good morning, Oliver. Which parkrun has the highest altitude in the world? Aspen in the USA, Aspen Parkrun, Atlasville Parkrun in South Africa, Jinbane Parkrun in Australia, or Nose Hill Parkrun in Canada? Which parkrun has the highest altitude in the world? All right, quick business-like recap of round 1. How many people recorded a not park run? This is question 1. How many people recorded a not park run time last week that was faster than their all-time park run PB? 177, 1177, 2177, or 3177. But of course, you could do any course you like, couldn't you? You could just do a downhill 3-mile course. You could start at the top of Snowdon and just pile down the Llanberis path for 3 miles. It's probably about 3 miles, isn't it? Yeah. And then just record that time. That would be fine. That would be fine. How many people recorded a not parkrun time last week that was faster than their all-time parkrun PB? Question 2. How many different children have completed a junior parkrun worldwide? That's the UK, Ireland, and Australia, the 3 countries that have junior park runs. 151,000, 251,000, 351,000, or 451,000. What have you gone for?
200.
How many different parkrun events have used the lead bike on at least one occasion? Do you remember we found out last week? We've never seen a lead bike, have we? Nope. 187, 587, 987, or 1387. How many different parkrun events have used the lead bike on at least one occasion? And question 4, how many park runners have volunteered exactly the same number of times as they've run? 55, 255, 2,055, or 20,550. I like this because it's, there are big differences between the answers, but actually not really, it doesn't really help. And which parkrun has the highest altitude in the world is question 5. Right. Parkrun names. All these questions are which is the real parkrun name. Ruben, age 10, is responsible for question 6. Thank you, Ruben. Morning, Ruben. Morning, Oakwell Hall Parkrun. Which of these is the real parkrun name? Mary, you get involved in this one. Which of these is the real parkrun name, do you think? Dragon, Griffin, Phoenix, or Unicorn?
I don't know.
Have a guess.
I don't know.
Well, I know you don't know, but what if you had to guess? Please don't unplug stuff as well. Can anyone still hear me? Yes, please say yes, because if you can't, then it's a 6-question quiz. Joanna says unicorn. Okay.
I'm going to go Phoenix.
You're going Phoenix.
Yeah.
Good. Dragon, Griffin, Phoenix. That's Phoenix or unicorn. Which of these is a real parkrun name from Paul Sharrett? Hello, Paul. Hello, Braunston Parkrun. Is it hobbling well, limping well, running well, or sprinting well? You're definitely not allowed these. Hobbling well, limping well, running well, or sprinting well. Question 8. Which of these is the real parkrun name? Liz Mounfield from Newport Park. Oh, here we go. Doesn't Liz have previous with this? With these Scottish names?
That was well.
Hey, they are Welsh. They are Welsh. I was just joking. Lyn Lech Daffyd. Lyn Lech. Actually, these aren't too difficult. Hywel, Lyn Lech Lilo, Lyn Lech Owain Parkrun. Which of those is the real parkrun name? Lyn Lech Daffyd, Lynwech Hywel, Lynwech Lilo, Lynwech Owain. Does Lyn Lech mean? Obviously, Lyn Lech means something. What does Lyn Lech mean?
I think it means parkrun.
It might mean parkrun. Parkrun Daffyd Parkrun, Parkrun Hywel Parkrun, Parkrun Lilo Parkrun, or Parkrun Owain Parkrun. Which of these is the Lyn is lake? Thank you. Which of these is the real parkrun event name? Cup holder, mug tree, pans hanger, or pots hook? Which of these is the real name? Cup holder, mug tree, pans hanger, or pots hook? And which of these, question 10, is the real parkrun name? Branch 44, route 44, stem 44, or tree 44 parkrun. It's in South Africa. Branch 44, route 44, step, don't look. Stem, I know you don't. Stem 44 or tree 44. Oh, remind me straight afterwards, I want to ask you something, but definitely not for public consumption. Matthew, when his phone was confiscated for repeated breaches of the no phone upstairs rule this week, I got text at work at like 7 o'clock in the morning saying, "Oh, Matthew's been so helpful this morning. He's been really lovely. I think he deserves his phone back. Where is it?" From Caroline, my wife. And so I thought, oh, that's nice to know. It's above the oven. And actually, it was Matthew who'd nicked his mum's phone. Very bad. Nicked his mum's phone and gone back through the text to see the sort of tone, how many kisses, that sort of thing. And yeah.
I just guess how long it took.
Right, round 3. That's not what I want to talk to you about. Round 3 is the true or false round. We love this round. Question 11. Next week, by the way, next week, I am going to do all the questions. Is that all right with everyone? I'm going to do all the questions next week. Question 11. There are more 4 to 14-year-olds registered at 5K parkruns than junior parkruns in the UK. Is that true or false? It's very close. It's 300,000 and 310,000, one or the other. So 4 to 14-year-olds, are there more registered at 5K parkruns than junior parkruns? True or false? Question 12. There are more 70-year-olds registered worldwide at parkrun than 7-year-olds. That's not people in their 70s. That's people who are actually 70 and people who are actually 7. From Aaron Trevor in Poland.
Is that including junior parkrun?
I don't know. I'm going to say yes, it is including junior parkrun. There are more 70-year-olds registered worldwide at parkrun than 7-year-olds. More 70-year-olds have a barcode than 7-year-olds. Is that true or false? And that's not close. Not that close. Question 13. There is a weekly 5K park run. Oh, thank you. Good morning, Tom. This is Tom's weekly question. There is a weekly 5K park run. Just press false quickly. But it's quite nice. There is a weekly 5K park run event series exclusively for teachers known as parkrun. Just to preempt his questions in the next few weeks, there's also not a free weekly 5K for very early risers called a lark run, or for electricians called a spark run, or for nudists called a stark run. Anyway, thank you, Tom. Good morning, Tom. Is this true or false? It's false. There's a 5K parkrun event series exclusively for teachers called a parkrun. We've done the dogs one, haven't we? The bark run. Anything else? Can you think of one? For angels, called a hark run. For we had done the night one called a dark run. Anyway, okay, done. Question 14. Is there a park run in Kenya? Park run takes place in Kenya, true or false? And question 15. Before the name change to park run, the very first parkrun event was known at the time as the Bushy Park Saturday Sprint. Is that true or false? That's from the Bradley family from Old Deer Parkrun, just down the road from Bushy Park. Good morning, Peter, Judith, David, and Rocket the dog. Before the name changed to Parkrun, the very first parkrun event was known at the time as the Bushy Park Saturday Sprint. Is that true or false? Incidentally, when did the name change to Parkrun? After how many events? Do you know, Ross? We'll find out. A few others started as some things, or Saturday Sprints, or something else is. Okay. I can't tell you all that the stuff I'm hearing without giving away the answer, but I will tell you with the answers. Okay, the true or false round, we'll go through those again quickly. Question 11, there are more 4 to 14-year-olds registered at 5K parkruns than at junior parkruns. Is that true or false? But it's very close. Question 12, there are more 70-year-olds registered at Parkrun Worldwide than 7-year-olds. Is that true or false? And it's not that close. Question 13, it's the teachers parkrun, markrun, just press false, but enjoy Tom's question. Question 14, parkrun takes place in Kenya. Is that true or false? And question 15, before the name changed to parkrun, the first event was known as the Bushy Park Time Trial. Is that true or false? No. Bushy Park Saturday Sprint. Is that true or false? The question is Saturday Sprint. May have given away the answer a little bit there. Whoops. Okay, we've got some 9s, some 10s, some 10s and 8s. Oh my goodness. And 3 out of 15. And I gave you 1/2 answers there. 5 out of 15. And 3. Ruder 1 Jones 3. 11 is good. 11 is excellent. 8, 11. Right. What do we get?
We got 6.
6 again? We're not good at this.
We didn't get 6 last week.
We did get 6 last week, if not 5. 6. I thought they were quite easy. Lily got 5. Ooh, question 4, I'm being told, is the hardest question we've ever had. Okay, let's go through the answers. Mary, please don't let Lord Freddie escape. Right, general parkrun knowledge. Question 1, how many people recorded a not parkrun time last week that was faster than their all-time parkrun PB? The answer is 2,177. Did we get that right?
That was the only one in this round.
That's the only one we got right in this round. How many different children have completed a junior parkrun worldwide? The answer is 351,229, including these two. Without you two, the answer would be 351,227. Have you done a junior? Yeah, you have a few, haven't you? Yeah. How many different parkrun? This is an interesting question. How many different parkrun events have used the lead bike on at least one occasion? The answer is 587, so about a quarter of them. How many park runners have volunteered the same number of times as they run? The answer is 20,550. That's the hardest question we've ever had. And isn't it funny? Because the answers were such a massive spread of answers from 55 to 20,000. And it was still a really hard question. And I don't know what I'd have put there. I do want an anecdote. I've always wanted an anecdote. About half of those, in fact, over half of those, 13,000 of those have one run and one volunteer. And one person has run 288 times and volunteered 288 times. Question 5, which is the highest altitude park run in the world? At 2,400 meters above sea level, that's 8,000 feet above sea level. The answer is Aspen Park Run in the USA. I'd have probably gone for that because I haven't heard of any of the other places, but that's my ignorance. But my ignorance would have served me well on that question, wouldn't it, Mary? Right. Park run names. Round 2. The real name is Phoenix. It's in Cheshire in the UK. There is a Graphene Park Run or Graphene Park Run in Ireland, but not a griffin. I think I'm tiring of this sound. Sounds like I've eaten helium. Which of these is the real park run name? Question 7 is Hobbling Well. It's in London or / Kent. Can I please ask you to take that away from my mouth? Please? Please. Question 8. Which of these is... You can do your story with that microphone if you want. Which of these is the real park run name? It's Lynlech Owain. Question 9. Pan's Hanger. It's just north of London in Hertford. And question 10. This is the last one, please, with a silly voice. Question 10. Route 44 Park Run in Stellenbosch in South Africa on the wine route. Oh, there should be like Route 44 Park Run should have wine at the aid stations, like the Marathon du Médoc in France and the thing at Denby's Vineyard. What's it called? The thingy marathon in Denby's Vineyard. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Right, that away. True or false? This is where we get to know, because this is the interesting bit. There are more 4 to 14-year-olds registered at 5K parkrun events than junior parkrun events in the UK. That is false. There are 299,603 registered at 5K and 309,289 at juniors. So it's false, but only just false.
I'm going to put true. I misinterpreted the question.
But no, it is false.
Yeah, but I put
Oh, you put true. If you misinterpreted the question, that's probably my fault. There are more 70-year-olds registered worldwide than 7-year-olds is also false. There are 14,500 70-year-olds and 66,500 7-year-olds. Isn't that great? 66,500 7-year-olds. There's a weekly 5K park run. Yep, so false. No mark run for teachers. Park run takes place in Kenya. False. Briefly in Zimbabwe in East Africa, but not in Kenya. And no, the Bushy Park time trial. So that was false. They were all false. Round 3 was all false. It was not called the Saturday Sprint. It was called the time trial. And Russ was saying, so what other one was called time trial? Woodhouse Moor was also called the time trial, was it? So was Wimbledon Common, was that called time trial? Time trial as well. And Banstead Woods. What order is it? Bushy Park, Wimbledon Common, Banstead, then Woodhouse Moor. Leeds. Oh, so it was Leeds and now it's Woodhouse Moor. Right, good. Okay, well, we're all done here. Is that all right with everyone? I'm going to ask the questions next week. I'm going to make up questions because I read some of these questions and they're such good questions. I think I wonder stuff. So next week, I'm going to make up questions as long as it's okay with Ian, principally, because I won't know the answers. And there you go. And we might, for 1 week only, dispense with the parkrun names round. I'll do another round. Story time. It is story time. You're absolutely right, Toby. 9 out of 15 for the plumbers. Who cut Matthew's hair? Matthew's mum cut Matthew's hair rather well. Okay, are you going to do this? She's doing what looks like yoga on the floor down there. I'm loath to move the computer. Are you not going to read your? Okay, come on then. We can't move the. You know we can't move the computer because of what happened a couple of weeks ago. Here you go, all yours. Oh, you come. Here, wipe your nose. Pick your nose a bit. Pick that. Good. Yeah.
I'm gonna wipe it on you.
Yeah, good. You have wiped it on me as well. Lucky me. Yeah.
A painty poem.
A painty poem.
A painty poem. Poem. A pointy poem. Pee poem. Weepy. Pee. Poo. Poo poem. Poo. Go. Poo go. Pogo. Oh, poo. Poo.
Good.
Go.
She wrote this before she came and woke you up, you see, and I think you forgot what you were saying. Anyway, this is it. Here you go. Pointy poem. One with some.
And that's pointy. That's painting. That's poem.
Okay, I like your nonsense poems. They're not nonsense poems. I mean, I don't know what they're trying to. Whoops, sorry. Well, hang on. That's caught in your hair. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye. Mary, do you want to say goodbye to Matthew? Why don't you say goodbye to everyone? Freshly woken up. Bye. We'll see you next week.